ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
This is your first look at sports. I'm Jonathan Benson. The Bahamas Government Departmental Women's Basketball Association is underway with its Urban Renewal Junior Girls Development League. Organizers talk a bit about how the league will work.
We're hoping that we have as many urban renewal teams as possible. We want each urban renewal center to play each other. That's the format that we're going to do. Everybody play everybody. It's a round robin format.
We're going to rotate our games to different parks, involve the community. Whomever can come out, perhaps even for economical purposes, they can sell whatever they want to sell, but bring the community back as one. And throughout that, we'll have games, we'll have participation.
Well, the Cat Island Sailing Club held a family fun day last weekend at Arawak Key. This was all in an effort to raise funds for the Cat Island Regatta, which takes place in August during the Emancipation Day holiday weekend.
Trying to raise funds is always a challenge, but the Cat Island Sailing Club has great support, especially from Cat Islanders, and we thank all our supporters for coming out. Every time we have something, we have great support, so we want to thank them for supporting us, and we want to ask them to come out and support us. Come to Cat Island, and that is where you will get the most fun, you'll get the most bang for your buck.
Now, as for the Cat Island Regatta itself, plans are starting to take shape.
We have a few next to smooth out. We have a problem with the regatta side of the stage, and we're working on that as we speak now.
What about the sailing aspects? Will you all have A, B, and C class boats?
Yes, the sailors are anxious, and we're looking forward to having a full regatta, A, B, and C.
The Bahamas Basketball Federation is getting ready to send another team off for international competition. Our under-17 boys are heading to Central Basket, and they've been working hard, training under the watchful eyes of Coach Kevin KJ Johnson.
We traveled August 12th to Puerto Rico to qualify for Tournament of Americas next year. We got a bunch of young men out here trying out. We're going to make our final cut next week. We're going to prepare, and we're going to be ready to go. I think we have a very good chance of doing well down there. And guys from Freeport and Nassau and some of the guys that came up from the States been working out for the last 2-3 weeks now. So we're going to roll with it. We're going to practice. We're going to be working out for the next 6 weeks before we go. We're going to put in our offense, our defense, the whole system. We're going to be prepared, and we're going to represent the Bahamas well. We're going to do our best to try to win the gold.
Now, KJ went on to talk about who he expects the bulk of the competition to come from this time around.
Puerto Rico is in our pool, so it's going to be tough. I know we could beat them once we prepare properly. U.S. Virgin Islands is going to be pretty good also. Mexico and all those teams usually have good teams. So it's just about preparing, knowing who your personnel is, and just getting ready to go. Last 2 years when I went there, we had very short notice and did well. Now that we know in advance, we're going to try to just prepare the best way we know how, this team to represent the Bahamas. And that's the best thing we could do. Just prepare, have these guys them focused and ready to go.
Well, the 18th annual Nelson Cooper Peace on the Street Basketball Classic is fast approaching, and the much-anticipated Pastors versus Politicians game is back and will take place on the night of Saturday, July 20th at the Kendall Isaacs Gym.
For those politicians who can't get enough of the Heat victory and the difficult Lakers season, you have another opportunity. I urge you to prepare yourselves for a once-in-a-lifetime victory against the Pastors. After much contemplation, I will reappoint myself as head coach. This is free of charge. I have also appointed members for Pinewood to serve as captain, and he will be ably assisted by the member for North Eleuthera. Other drafted members are the member for North Abaco, member for Golden Isles, member for Exuma Ragged Island, the member for Kalani, the member for Cat Island, Rum Key, and San Salvador. Kindly contact Captain, the member for Pinewood, for practice opportunities.
Well, the Stingers Basketball Club is underway with its 2013 summer program. Here's program coordinator Stephen Strawn.
We started actually on the 8th of June. and we're going to run all through the month of July. We're going to run right into the Stingers basketball camp that starts on the 8th. So we have competitive games going on now, and then we're going to have the camp, which gives a lot of instructions.
I guess this is all about trying to develop basketball in the country.
It definitely is. I think we have a lack of development in the country, and as you can see here, we're from 7. If the camera was to look up in the stands, we go from 7 straight up to 19. We have guys here, primary school, and we have guys who are off to college now because the Stingers organization has developed players and has afforded them opportunity to go into college in the United States.
How's the response been, the number of players that have been coming out to the camp?
Well, to date now, we have probably like 100 players, and we're growing. With more publicity, I think it's going to grow. It's just a matter of them knowing where we're at and what we're doing.
Well, the Province Softball Association back in action last night with a ladies doubleheader at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex. Our Julian Gibson was there.
Fans taking in some softball action last night. Guess who was at the ballpark? Bomber George, dressed up in all of his Miami Heat paraphernalia. Go ahead, Bomber George, celebrate. Because so far this season, Bomber G and his operators, they are yet to win a ball game. The operators taking on the Black Scorpions last night, and the rain washing out play. So officials will pick up the game in the 6th inning with the Black Scorpions leading the operators by 1. Well, in the opening game last night, it was the Battle of Sigma. The Sigma Brackets taking on the Sigma Wildcats. Wildcats, well, they would go down to defeat to the Brackets. Brackets winning this one 15-11.
No matter the little bubbles that the team had, I'm still satisfied that we fight, we never gave up, and we come out victorious.
Score is 15-11. We gave up about 8 or 9 unearned runs. We should have won the game 8-6. Basically, cut down the errors. We can out-hit with anybody.
Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
All right, thanks a lot, Julian. Now the NPSA will pick back up with regular season play tomorrow night. In the opening game, the Wildcats will take back to the field against the Electro Telecom Lady Hitters. And so far this season, the Lady Hitters have been on top of their game.
I sit in the second position with 5-2, but the way it look now, I give it all, man.
Where do you see room for improvement? What's some stuff you guys got to work on in order to be a championship ball club?
Well, we need more on the second base side, but I work on every time I go in practice. I was working on so I get that down back. Right now, midfield, my team is together.
Who do you see as the team to beat in the league?
Well, right now, the Wildcats is the team to beat, and even with them, it's easy for us.
The competition is really keen this year because there's anybody championship to win. Why do you think you can win it all this year?
Hey, I mean, anyone can see it. Have the best team out there. Have the best pitcher right now in the whole Bahamas. In order to beat her, you got to beat her.
What does Bang Bang bring to the table to make his team better?
Well, just my name alone. When I step in this ballpark, I step in the field, other teams to get fear of me just my name.
And what name is that?
Oh, there's a legend. Bang, the one and only Bang Bang.
Always great to hear from Bang Bang. And that will do it for sports, but stay tuned, there's more to come after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.